The illegal Russian offensive has been swift, callous, and brutal. It's barbaric. Putin's illegal occupation of Kyiv and the impending Chinese blockade of Taiwan has created a two-front national security crisis that requires more troops than the volunteer military can supply. I have received guidance from General Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, that the recommended way forward will be to invoke the Selective Service Act, as is my authority as president. The first to be called in a sequence determined by national lottery will be men and women whose 20th birthday falls during calendar year 2023. Remember, you're not sending your sons and daughters to war. You're sending them to freedom. God bless our troops and God bless Ukraine.
God bless our troops and God bless Ukraine. What we just played for you was a sneak preview, coming attractions, a glimpse into the world beyond. Now that was an AI, I don't want to say recreation, but maybe a pre-creation of President Biden, designed and scripted by our producers here for the show, of what could happen if President Biden were to declare and activate the Selective Service Act and begin drafting 20-year-olds here in the United States. That means if you're turning 20 this year, you would be the first to be drafted using national lottery. It would then go 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, then down to 19 and 18 in that order. That's the way it's written. Do you understand the gravity of what we're talking about? And I've talked before about the threat of mission creep in Ukraine. Because currently the U.S. doesn't have troops on the ground. But there's volunteers, there's defense contractors. Pretty soon, there's going to be a question of what exactly is the point where U.S. involvement stops becoming just aid and actually becomes material support to the fight. Because here's the point. All those tanks, all those systems, all those weapons that are being sent across, well, those need maintenance. Do the soldiers, do the mechanics, the engineers in Ukraine have the ability to maintain U.S. equipment? Well, then we'll say, well, we're just going to send a few trainers over. Now we're just going to send a few auditors, a few inspectors. And what happens when one wayward missile strike, one wayward air defense, some accident kills active duty U.S. troops in a war zone, even if it's one or two? The American people will cry out for blood.